again, I wrote the summary on the Google Doc. Okay, so chapter 17. Um, okay, so after the World War, the American West became a land. The American West became a land of opportunity, conflict, and change. Settlers, encouraged by the Homestead Act of 1862, moved west, hoping for land and freedom. The railroads expanded. Towns appeared overnight, and industries like farming, ranching, and mining grew very rapidly during this time. The West came to symbolize independence and adventure, but the expansion did come at a cost, unfortunately. Okay, so for centuries, indigenous nations had lived and thrived across the plains. So as the settlers and soldiers moved in, treaties were broken and the natives' land were taken, unfortunately. The U.S. Army fought wars against tribes like, I know I'm butchering this, Sioux, Cheyenne, and Comanche. I'm probably butchering that, but yeah, so leading to the fights led to the famous movements such as Custer's defeat at Little Bighorn and the Long Walk of Navajo. By the 1800s, the buffalo herds that sustained many native people were nearly wiped out, like extinct, devastating their economies and cultures because, like I said, the native people, lived off they lived off that, like what? Okay, so the Dawes Act of 1887 tried to force natives to become farmers by dividing reservations into individual plots, but instead of destroying, instead it destroyed communal traditions and allowed settlers to take more native land. So it didn't work out. During this time, the Ghost Dance movement spread hope among native groups. The Ghost Dance movement is a spiritual belief that their ancestors would return and restore balance, or return from the dead, stuff like that. However, fear from the U.S. officials led to tragedy at Wounded Knee in 1890, where hundreds of Lakota men, women, and children were massacred, making the end of the large-scale native resistance. Meanwhile, the West became romanticized through dime novels, Wild West shows, and legends of cowboys and outlaws. They would love Walker, Texas Ranger. In 1893, historian Frederick Jackson Turner argued that the frontier has shaped America's democracy and spirit. The idea known as the Turner thesis, though he ignored natives and he ignored native and non-white voices. His words captured how Americans saw the West not just as a place, but as the heart of their nation's identity.